Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation we're going to see how we go about accessing the content of our TestOut PC Pro course up inside of TestOut. If you get lost and you need to learn how to navigate or find something up inside of TestOut, over here where you can log out, you just click on that icon, and here you can scroll on down to come to where it says Lab Sim Tutorials. These are very detailed tutorials, and it will take you through how to access the different parts of your TestOut PC Pro and the TestOut interface. Now, to access the contents of your TestOut PC Pro course, in the taskbar, scroll on over to where it says Courseware. Find the product that you are currently licensed to use, and go ahead and double click it. On the next page, you can click on where it says Outline. This is the contents of everything that you have inside of your TestOut PC Pro course. You start with the first chapter, which is the course introduction. You can scroll down through these presentations and simulators that you currently have, and you'll notice that they all have a specific icon that indicates what they are. This indicates that this is a video presentation. You scroll down and then you have a lesson that is in writing. That is indicated by this little icon that shows a document. A simulator is what's going to take you through the process of how to use or complete something up inside of TestOut. Now, the labs are indicated with a mouse. You see the mouse icon. These are labs. Again, we have more lessons in the form of a video as you scroll on down. And again, you have more presentations and use of a simulator to help take you through the process. Then again, we have more labs. We have more presentations, documentation. And down at the bottom of each chapter is where you will find the practice questions or the quizzes. So as you scroll through these different chapters, you'll be able to find everything that you need by just going over here in the menu that is on the left and clicking on these three lines here. That indicates the table of contents. If you're searching for anything particular in the course, well, then you can use the search feature. If you would like to come back home, you can click on Home, and that is where you will be. So here we have Home, Outline, Search. To get the contents of your PC Pro course, you'll have to click on Outline. And then you'll see each of the chapters that are available to you inside of your PC Pro course. The only way you're probably going to be able to get used to working inside of this environment is by using it. And everything in here is not set so that you can use it just one time. You can go back and forth in between these items inside of, for instance, the first chapter or the course introduction, and you can run these items multiple times to include the quiz. So if you don't like the score that you received in the quiz, then you should keep taking it until you score 100, and that's what I encourage all students to do. Take and retake the quiz until you score 100. I'm now going to take you through the process of completing a lab. So I'm going to take you through the process of how to set up a computer in Lab 1.1.6. Go ahead and click on that. Down here, you scroll down and you're going to see you have some instructions here on how to complete the lab. I encourage you to read those instructions and read them carefully. All right, you can go now and start the lab. We are now inside of the lab interface. Now, here is the trick to successfully completing this lab in the shortest amount of time. Once you are inside of the lab interface, you go over here to the top right and you're going to score the lab. Just go ahead and score the lab. And now you can scroll through the lab results And here you will get what is known as the explanation on how to complete the lab. So as you scroll through this, you will get the steps on how to complete each part of the lab. It's very detailed. You can now go ahead and print out the lab results, save it as a PDF, save it to your desktop or to wherever you can get a hold of it. Then you can open the lab and you'll have access to how to complete the lab step by step. It will tell you everything you need to know to complete the lab and to score 100. Now your lab results will be here. This is where you'll find your lab results. I didn't complete the lab, so I get a red X or an incorrect. When you complete successfully each step of the lab, you will be given a green check mark in your lab report. That's how you know that you completed each step correctly, and that's how you will score 100 for the lab. Again, once you come into the lab, get your lab report, scroll on down till you come to the explanation, and that will tell you how to complete the lab step by step. And you can complete the practice quizzes or the quizzes that you are to complete the same way. You click on the practice questions, and now you can start the exam. Once you're done with the exam, you can just close it out, and it's going to ask you, do you want to save the results or do you want to score the results? If you score the results, it doesn't mean you can't take it again. You can take this quiz as many times as you like. The idea of being able to score the exam allows you to see the correct answers. And you also get a reference on how to review and see why that answer is correct. This will help you score that 100 and not have to spend an exorbitant amount of time doing so. If you want to restart the exam, just start the exam one more time. So when I go into the lab report or the quiz report or the product report for the school, for the PC Pro product, I will see your name and I will see the score or the final score that you have for this particular quiz. Again, I encourage all students to keep taking the labs and the quizzes until they score 100. And so that concludes this short video presentation on how we go about accessing the content of our PC Pro course up inside of TestOut. If you have any concerns, you have any questions about any of the content that I just covered, please don't hesitate to reach out, contact your instructor, and I'll see you up inside of the discussions.